Amy and Nick, I really hope you like these videos because it's hard work and I can't open this right now.
I've known Amy for many, many years. I've gone to the restaurant and she was just a little squirt running around the flying doors, and Mommy would say, "Sit down, sit down, Amy." And yes, she was set down. What a wonderful person.
When he came into the world, we began to notice that he was rather, shall we say, selective, or how we used to characterize it as picky, hence the nickname Picky Nicky.
When I first met Amy, I found out that she was allergic to cats. I can't believe we're even still friends.
And I met Nick freshman year of college. It happened to be freshman orientation in the summer, and I went down there not knowing anybody at Miami, had no high school friends going there. And the first night of freshman orientation, they had a social event, and I ended up asking a group of guys to play euchre. And I turned and saw this one guy, and he looked like Tom Green. And I asked him to play, and he said yes, and his name was Nick.
So I started thinking about the things for this video, and it brought back so many memories in high school, cruising down State Street, stopping in the GD, grabbing an egg roll.
Oh, that sounds really exciting.
Yes, it was fun.
Okay.
Grabbing an egg roll, stopping in to say hi to Amy, listening to Eminem and Dr. Dre so many nights at my house and elsewhere.
I met Amy in the nursing program when I went to the University of Akron. Go Zips!
Go Zips? Nobody even knows what a freaking zip is.
Let's get to the real reason of why I know Amy. Amy, for the first time when I met her, she was wild and crazy. I'm wild and crazy as well, and that's how we became friends.
When Nick was in his early 30s, he basically hit rock bottom, had no job, had no money, had no place to live.
His mother and I began to worry about the idea.
No, actually, I'm just joking. Nick was doing quite fine in his early 30s, but he was definitely missing something in his life. He was a little incomplete.
And it was still Nick by himself, always the third wheel, always dinner with us. He was the only one, and I promised someday that I would find Nick a girl. And to be honest, I didn't know if it would happen, but it did.
Nick began his search for the perfect bride in the summer of 2005 when he, Brother Stephen, Aunt Nancy, and Uncle Jack participated in the Great Ohio Bicycle Adventure.
Before the search began, we asked Nick how many bride candidates he was looking for. Just one, he said. Are you sure you wouldn't like to have at least a few to look over? No, just one. But you will be spending the rest of your life with this one person. Maybe choose two so you can compare. No, just one.
So, do you remember when I hooked Nick and Amy up?
Yeah, a little.
I remember when she came to Columbus for the first time for that party, and I remember her the next week going back to school, and Amy saying that she kind of liked Nick. And I remember me calling Nick up that night and saying, "Hey Nick, one of the girls that came down this weekend likes you." And he instantly responded without even a breath saying, "I know who you're talking about." And I said, "You do?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "Amy." And I said, "Well, here's her number. Take it and do something with it." And I remember the girls at school yelling at me saying, "Don't hook her up. I can't believe you're hooking her up. She needs to sow her oats." And I remember her sister saying one day we were going to La Chatelaine, I remember saying, this is it. This is going to be them together forever. And she's like, "How do you know that?" And I said, "Just watch and see."
Thinking back over the week and pondering the future, Nick and Stephen decided Northwest Ohio was definitely the place to look, no matter how long it took. A few years later, a match was made. Finding Amy from Fremont finally ended Nick's Operation Bride search.
To our great amazement and wonderment, along came Amy. And she could tease the pickiness out of Nicky.
First time I met Nick at my house, Amy and him bought me a bag of coffee because they know that I like to drink coffee. Really, I love coffee. Every time I went to Columbus, he take me to dinner or show. I really love Nick. He's a great guy.
People have said that Nick looks like Tom Green.
Tom Green, yeah.
But I think that he is really closer to another celebrity. I would describe him more as a Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, yeah. So you know how Jerry, I mean, you've heard Nick's particular or selective or picky perhaps. Jerry always had certain things that were his pet peeves or certain ways that things had to be done.
You mean like that time that his belt touched the bathroom floor and he threw it away?
Yes, I could totally see Nick doing that. And when I was talking to Amy about their honeymoon and maybe an opportunity to be in a hot tub, and she said, "Aren't those unhygienic?" I knew that he had found the perfect girl for him.
It's no secret I come from a huge food-loving family. We have this saying where we eat after we eat, and then we eat some more. And it's true. We like to eat, and we like to eat everything. You've heard that Chinese joke, right? Chinese people like to eat everything with arms and legs except their tables and chairs. Well, it's true. And I'm just an ABC, so I don't do all that. But when we were at Siam Cafe on New Year's Day, we were eating all sorts of really good food, and I offered Nick the head of the lobster. I said, "Here, Nick, eat this." And he looked at me and said, "Oh, it's the best part, right?" And I was just joking, but he ate it. And I don't even do that. He might be more Asian than I am. But when I saw him eat it, I knew he'd be able to hang out with my family any day.
Nick and Amy, really excited for you guys. It was really great to meet you, Amy, when you made the trek down to Charlotte. You know that Nick would not be allowed to marry you had I not approved it. So you did get that approval. Only 4 other girls before you have gotten that approval. They all just dumped him before we got to that point. So consider yourself lucky.
So I walk up to Nick and say, "Hey Nick, what are your big plans for your first Valentine's Day with Amy?" He says, "I don't really have any plans." I'm like, "What do you mean you don't have plans?" "Well, I talked to Amy and she said I didn't have to do anything. She didn't want me to do anything for her." And I asked him, "So you don't have any plans?" And he goes, "No." I was like, "Oh, Nick. Nick. Look, it's 4 o'clock on Valentine's Day afternoon. You still have time to save this relationship. Get over to Whole Foods, get some flowers, some candy, something you can make dinner with, and a bottle of wine." So the next day he comes in, I ask him, "How'd your night go?" He says it was perfect, and he was surprised, and she was happy. So I don't want to gloat or anything, but I'm kind of the reason these two people are still together. You're welcome, Amy.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? I've just been handed a very urgent message. I need all of you to stop what you are doing. Wedding bells!
Why should people get married? Because it makes you feel better.
Nick and Amy, you are awesome.
Man, I don't know what to say. Nick, you're like a brother to me, for sure, my whole life. Since before I can remember memories. You were always around. Love you for it, man. And everyone else, if you get a chance, ask Nick why you would ever put a paper Starbucks cup full of hot coffee in your pocket. And Amy, I don't even know you, but Lylas. Love you like a sister. Congrats, you guys.
Hey Amy, hey Nick, congratulations on the big day. I'm so happy for both you guys. Amy, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. I think you did a real good job picking Nick. He's a great guy, and he's a great golfing partner too. I love you guys both, and I'll see you when you get back.
Congratulations, Amy and Nick.
Congratulations, Amy, and I love you.
Hi, Nick and Amy. We wish you the best. Congratulations, we love you. We'll miss you.
You guys are a wonderful couple. I mean, Nick, you are so sweet and so kind. And Amy, I mean, I can't even describe you. You're my little Amy. And I love you so much, girl.
Hey, Nick, if you ever in trouble, just bring home a puppy for Amy. She will be happy and she will forgive you.
On this occasion, I'm reminded of Matt Ewer's favorite song from high school, the timeless classic by the Spice Girls, "To Become One." Because that's what's taking place this weekend. And I also think about something that has nothing to do with Posh Spice, which I think is a good thing. And it's a blessing from the book of Proverbs that I think is the most beautiful couple of verses on marriage in the Bible. It's Proverbs 5:18 through 19. I hope you take a second to look those verses up, to read them, and to think about them often over the years. And really, that's my prayer for you as you start your married life. God bless you guys.
You guys will have beautiful babies. That is something you guys will have the most beautiful babies out of our whole family because you guys are mixed. This is too soon. I know!
Nick and Amy, we're so happy that you guys are getting married. You guys are the most perfect couple.
Yes, and we're both truly blessed to have had you guys in our life and to have all the fond memories that we have of you guys. So, we wish you the best of luck in both marriage and, in that frozen tundra they call Minneapolis. So, best of luck. Thanks.
I'm going to miss Amy so much when she moves that I'm going to drive to Minnesota to see her. I mean, with my driving, it should only take a couple hours, right?
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be served like California.
Snow, snow. It won't be long before we'll all be there with snow.
I want to wash my hands, my face and hair with snow.
Snow, I long to clear a path and lift a spade of snow.
Snow, to see a great big man entirely made of snow.
Snow, where it's snowing all winter through, that's where I want to be.
Snowball throwing, that's what I'll do.
How I'm longing to ski through the snow. Those glistening houses that seem to be built of snow. To see a mountain covered with a quilt of snow.
What is Christmas with no snow?
No white Christmas with no
Hi, Nick and Amy. We would like to sing for you the Ukrainian all-occasion celebration song. It is called Mnohaya Lita, and it means God grant thee many, many years of good health and happiness. Mnohaya Lita, Mnohaya Lita, Mnohaya Lita, Mnohaya Lita, Mnohaya Lita, Mnohaya Lita, Mnohaya, Mnohaya Lita.
Now, I'm going to go practice a few hundred chips because my game needs it. Babe, hey, how does it look?
Seriously?
What?
It's supposed to say 4-6.
Oh, crap. I gotta shoot it over again.
Send it to Nicholas and tell him I love him.
Do it.
I love you, Nicholas. Yes, I love you.